Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Allie. If you're new, hello. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you so much. It is almost the end of the year, which means the Goodreads year in books for 2023 is officially out. And I figured I would take a look at it and get my reactions with you. I did do this last year as well. If you're interested in following me on Goodreads, it is linked down below in the description of this video. I think this is just like a really fun thing that they do every year, and I think that it's fun to look at it with you and remember all the books that I don't remember reading. My year in books 2023, I read 56,899 pages, which is 147 books in total. My shortest book was Under One Roof by Ali Hazelwood, which is one of her just like little mini series. That was 112 pages. My longest book, I didn't think would be this, but it's Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh, part of the Boys of Tommen series. That was 938 pages. Those are big books, but for some reason I was thinking I read a fantasy that was longer than that. My average book length was 387 pages, which makes sense. Most of my books are like 300 or so. My most popular book, so my most shelved, was The Hobbit. 5,457,001 people also shelved this book. My least shelved was my World of Avatar book, which 370 people also shelved. Avatar is one of my all-time favorite movies, so I love buying the books for them and reading them. My average star rating was a 3.6, which I feel like is weird for Goodreads because if you use Goodreads, you know that they don't have the point system. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is weird that they do like, oh, your average is a 3.6 when you can't even rate half stars. Like stuff like Storygraph, you can rate half stars, but you can't a Goodread. But I don't know. That's just, it's weird to me. But my average rating was a 3.6. My highest rated Goodreads book was the Beyond the Story BTS Memorial. That makes sense. K-pop people, including myself, are crazy. That had a 4.68 average. My lowest, which is also not surprising, was Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I rated that 1 stars, and my review for it was, sometimes I wish I was illiterate. And I stand by that. That book, the first 5 chapters, I hated it. That's all. So, here are all the books that I read in 2023. I think that was a reread of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, A Thousand Heartbeats by Kira Cass, Blood and Moonlight by Erin Beatty, a tarot book, These Hollow Vows, Serpent and Dove, Defy the Night, another 2 or 3 more tarot books, Indigo Ridge, Kingdom of the Feared, There's Something About Mary, A Long Time Coming, The Appeal, Identity, One Last Stop, Final Offer, It Happened One Summer, Icebreaker, The Stolen Heir, Binding 13, The Way I Used to Be, Losing Hope, Finding Cinderella, Finding Cinderella, All Your Perfects, Maybe Someday, Keeping 13, Surfing on the Wings of Night, Adelaide, Good Girl Bad Blood, The Raven Boys, The Reunion, Onyx and Ivory, Becoming Selfish, Wicked Beauty, The Hobbit, Happy Place, Misery, Practice Makes Perfect, Truly Yours, The Secret Language, The Housemaid, Stephen King, that's the author, not the book, Billy Summers by Stephen King, Fourth Wing, What My Mother and I Don't Talk About, When in Rome, The Grace Year, Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail, Delilah Green Doesn't Care, Tress of the Emerald Sea, Daughter of No Worlds, a reread of Assassin's Blade, Secretly Yours, City of Bones, Wayward, Heart and Soul, a reread of Throne of Glass, A Broken Blade, The Selection, The Elite, Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, and Reckless, The One, Done and Dusted, The Heir, The Crown, Boy in the Bookstore, Beyond the Story, Red Rising, The Stars Are Dying, Caravel, Pillow Thoughts, Divine Rivals, the Girl the Sea Gave Back, The Inmate, Never Lie, Love Theoretically, A Song of Wraith and Ruins, The Naturals, Scarlet Princess, Killer Instinct, Below Zero, Stuck With You, Under One Roof, Give Me a Sign, which is a great ASL book, I highly recommend it, Stalking Jack the Ripper, Part of Your World, Out on a Limb, which was such a good pregnancy trope book, and I hate pregnancy trope books, The Nanny, King of Wrath, The Predator, Hidden Pictures, You'll Come Back to Yourself, The 7-Year Slip, How Sunflowers Bloom Under Moonlight, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Garnet Flats, Jasper Vale, Crimson River, Silent Patient, Powerless, one of my all-time favorite reads of 2023. I love it. Night Shift, Six of Crows, Shadow Crown, The Kiss Quotient, The Nature of Witches, The Kiss Curse, The Stranger Upstairs, Wildfire, Throne of the Fallen, The Friend Zone, Happily Ever After Playlist, Assistant to the Villain, Behind the Net, Collide, A Dream So Wicked, One Dark Window, All In, The Hurricane Wars, Forget Me Not, Two Twisted Crowns, which One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns, also one of my favorite series to come out of 2023. A Curse for True Love, Iron Flame, These Twisted Bonds, The Unmaking of Jared Farrow, Daisy Hates, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, The Graham Effect, Persuasion and Emma by Jane Austen, Life's Too Short, This Spells Love, Love Redesigned, Big Nick Energy, The Mistletoe Bet, 12, The Christmas Fix, Bad Blood, The Avatar, The World Explored, Visual Expectation of the World of Avatar, Cabin Mate, A Winter in New York, and Check-In Mate, which most of those will be coming in my December reading wrap up next week. My last review of the year. Oh, the last review that like I actually wrote. A lot of times at Goodreads, I just write them. I don't actually leave reviews. This was a review that I wrote for Iron Flame 4.5. Sometimes this book genuinely annoyed me, and I stand by that. I love Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, but this book, it made me forget that I was reading about characters in their 20s. I felt like I was reading about teenage characters because it was a little too much like a... But yeah, you can listen to my whole reading wrap up of that book, but yeah. And right now, at the time of recording this, I have read 147 of 115 books. I have 15 days left to finish that goal, and I think I will. I don't think in 15 days I'm not going to read 3 books. I don't know. I have sometimes where I've like made my goal 150 and I've read like 160. I don't think I'm going to get that far. I think I might be able to get to like 153 or something. But I do think that I have time to finish my challenge for the year. But yeah, that was my book year in review brought to you by Goodreads. I started using Storygraph about halfway through the year this year. I think Storygraph also does a year update, but I think I'm gonna wait until next year to look over it when it's more like accurate to my full year of stuff. If you're interested in using Storygraph, there is where you can copy and paste your Goodreads library into Storygraph. It did like miss maybe 2 or 3 books, so I'm a couple books behind, so it's not 100% accurate. I think I'm going to wait and like do my Storygraph reaction next year when it's a full year of me using it. That's my year in review from Goodreads. I hope you enjoyed this video. Last year a lot of you guys didn't know that Goodreads did this, so if you didn't, go check it out. I think they just released them yesterday or something, so yeah, go check out your Goodreads, and if we had any of the same books, feel free to leave them down below. Let me know how your challenges went and all that jazz. If you're interested in following me on Goodreads or Storygraph, it is linked down below along with the rest of my social media. My Pango books, where you can get cheaper books for your TBR. It's like an online book thrift store. I use it all the time. I have my own listing of books there if you want to buy any of my used books. Down below is also my Amazon wish list. You can send me any books that are on there. Send me your favorite books and force me to read them. But yeah, I hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday season. I love and appreciate you so much, and I'll see you somewhere else on the internet. Bye.